Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the Mindful Mundane podcast. In today's episode, we're going to be diving into why your story matters and how it plays such a significant role in your personal brand. In your everyday life lies a story, and in that lies an opportunity for you to share that moment with your audience, to connect with them on a deeper level. And of course, what does this help you do? Grow your brand. Now, instead of these normal podcast episodes that we've been doing, we're going to take a sneak peek inside the organic video formula, which, by the way, the doors are opening very soon. And if you have no idea what OVF is, it's basically my new signature course designed to help you launch and grow your personal brand through video. If you'd like to learn more, just head to the description. All the stuff is there. You can find out, sign up for the waitlist, or just check it out and go about your day. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the power of storytelling. As humans, it's in our nature to want to connect with other people, to want to maybe not fit in all the time, but kind of, we want to feel like we belong to something, like some sort of community. It helps drive us. It's in our nature. And what's the best way to do that? Through stories. I want you to imagine some of the most fondest moments that you've had with family members, with friends. Maybe it was around a fire. Those moments where you're able to just express a story that inspired, changed your life, made you think differently, whatever it may be. But think back to those moments and just how meaningful those are to you. I want you to also think about how that's going to play a role with your audience. Stories also inspire us. They help leave a mark on our timeline. It helps us refer back to special moments in our life when we were able to share an authentic moment with somebody. And when it comes to your brand, your story is one of the most important pieces to the puzzle, because that is how people relate to you. They want to feel that you're an actual human being, that you have emotions too, and that you have perspectives that are maybe somewhat aligned with what they believe in. I think everything that we do, every person that we are drawn to, or every product or brand that we're drawn to, somewhat represents our own self. We align with it because it aligns with our character. And that's why it's so important to sort of extract what it is that makes you your character, because it's just a bunch of different stories compiled into one main character. And it doesn't always need to have this big heroic character in order to be able to tell the story. It also gives your audience a decision. It helps them make the decision whether or not they want to support you along your journey, want to support you and be part of your tribe. And people only invest the time, energy, and money and other resources that they have into the people they trust. And a great way to sort of gain that trust is to share your perspective, share your stories, and how it made an impact on the way you view the world, view people, view yourself. Everything that you do, that I do, that everyone in the world does is somewhat of a mirror image of themselves. You want to support a cause, maybe because it aligns with your character. You want to support a brand, maybe that brand aligns with your character. It doesn't have to be this big grandiose moment. It doesn't have to be the story that absolutely changed the way that you see the world or absolutely changed the way that you viewed yourself. It could be something as simple as going to a farmer's market and realizing that life is short, and a stranger who smiled at you made you realize how silly you were taking things in life. And this simple smile from a stranger made you feel a certain way and made you feel more peaceful. Now, every single time I'm in public, I try to smile at a stranger to sort of pass that feeling forward. And whether or not it gets there or not, it's not up to me. But it changed the way that I handle myself. You see what I mean? It can be something as simple as that. So tell your story and don't be afraid. And also, we seek what is familiar. We seek what is familiar. And when somebody's story aligns with our story, we can't help but to resonate with it. It gives us the ability to connect the dots without necessarily spending a day with that person or spending weeks with this person in order to get to understand them. That's something else too. Not only can stories help reveal your character to the world, it can also help you reveal your character to yourself. Reasons why you think certain ways, reasons why you have certain reactions to things, your triggers, maybe your behaviors, your environment, you know what I mean? All of these things play together. And of course, it's going to show on video. Now let's talk a little bit about the purpose of storytelling. Whenever you are telling your story, I would say at the top of the funnel, there's 3 main reasons you would do that: to educate, to entertain, or to inspire. Another reason is to connect like-minded individuals, to bring people together, community-based, sort of what we're doing here. Another reason could be building brand relationships, deepening the relationship, deepening that relationship that you have with your audience. And by doing that, you create synergy. Now you align with this person. You know that y'all think the same way. Whether you talk every day or talk at all, there is some form of synergy. And of course, when you build that synergy, you drive a deeper impact. People align with what you have to say. And if your message is to inspire people, they're going to feel a lot more inspired whenever they understand that you think the same way that they do. And when you drive that impact and you inspire people, you reduce the amount of loneliness in this world. Your ability to relate to people, to tell them you are not alone. Whatever your story is, I've been through something like that too, and you don't have to do this all by yourself. We can grow together. By being able to extract the significant moments in your life and to really examine those with an objective mindset and to understand why you are the way that you are, it can be this sort of healing journey as well. I do want to reiterate that what we're doing inside this course is not simply just creating better videos to attract your tribe and grow your community. It's to help you build a relationship with yourself so that you can build a relationship with other people. We have to break through those limiting beliefs, those limitations that we put on ourselves in order to get our message out there effectively. Unpacking our stories can help us understand what our strengths are, what our weaknesses are, and that can be useful moving forward too. With all of this talk about the power of storytelling, I am not telling you that you need to tell every single story that has happened in your life. I think that the best way to look at storytelling is as long as you have a message that you're trying to tell, you have an objective in mind, and you can refer to a story to emphasize that message, that's when stories come in handy. And we can always have them on our toolkit whenever we need them. But don't feel the need to tell stories that maybe the world doesn't need to know. Maybe they don't need to know all of the things that made you the way you are, but unpacking them on your own is going to help you break through your own limiting beliefs, your own limitations. And lastly, another great benefit of storytelling is that it can help us feel inspired to keep going. It can help us remember our purpose, remember why we're doing what we're doing. And just imagine that by telling your story, you could impact one person's life. How awesome would that be? By being able to reflect on something that's happened to you, to tell it to the world, and to share how it changed you or how you came out differently, that can be so inspiring for somebody else, and that can be so impactful for just one person. And I'd love for you to just think of that one person every step of the way with this course. Now, we're going to dive deeper into storytelling techniques later on and more of the essential ingredients that you'll need to tell an effective, great story. But for now, I just simply want you to start reflecting. Start reflecting on different chapters of your life, different moments that made a difference, that maybe led you to the career path that you're in today. What inspired you to want to become a creator? What was that one moment or that one person that really drove that forward for you and made you take action? In your everyday life lies a story. And in every single one of those stories lies an opportunity for you to connect deeper with your audience. Wear the hat of a storyteller from here on out. Go about life and be mindful of the stories that are happening around you. Be mindful of the stranger that smiles at you. Be mindful of those little feelings that you have for a split second that change your day. The sooner you start understanding the power of storytelling, the sooner you will start creating content that captivates, inspires, and connects with other people. And without telling your story, it'll be difficult finding that tribe, that loyal community that truly supports what you have to say. And lastly, don't be afraid to be vulnerable with your community. Every single person on this planet struggles with one thing or another. Nobody is perfect. And when we talk about the things that we struggle with, it helps us relate and connect to our ideal audience. It helps them feel like they're not alone through their struggles. And that's a really beautiful thing, especially as a creative. When you share something that you struggle with or have struggled with in the past, it shows that human side of you, and it allows people to connect with you on a deeper level because of that. All right, so there you have it. Get out there and start extracting these special and significant moments that are happening in your life, because each of those moments, like I said in the beginning, are an opportunity to connect with your audience on a deeper level. And it doesn't have to be some crazy thing that happened where your entire life changed or something super dramatic. It can be something as simple as seeing a stranger on the side of the road. So there's no excuses now. I want you to start telling your story, because the sooner you start doing that, the sooner you can start growing your personal brand. So good luck. Reach out to me if you have any questions. And of course, I will see you in the next episode. Love you guys. Bye.